This is Severodonetsk, the industrial city which has become the focus of the most intense fighting in Ukraine.
Hell, essentially. There's nothing left of the city. It's all rubble. Shots could come from anywhere at any time. Constant artillery bombardments. Tanks just show up and start shooting at you. It's pretty bad.
They're shooting grenades at us.
Josh is a volunteer from Canada, just back from the front line. He filmed this footage.
There is definitely a weariness that is in the air, but I would go so far to say as that even the Russians as well are weary.
It's not just in the streets, but from in the woods of Donbas, from where the battle for the cities are being fought. The seasons have changed twice since the start of the operation. It's now hot. Some soldiers say they're tired. Today is Father's Day, and they're all missing home.
I have mother, father, sister, wife, and son.
When did you last see your son?
Last see my son 21st February 22.
3 days before the invasion.
Yes, yes.
They're running out of rockets, and the launchers they're using are older than Alexander or any of his men.
These artillery systems have 16th rocket. They 1986 years old. Именно this vehicle.
So this is from 1986. It's 36 years old.
Як обслуга.
Да, розрахунок в укриття. Чекаємо.
Then, as light fades, the command comes in to fire. These are some of the longest range rockets the Ukrainian army has.
Да, плюс чекаем. Сейчас, секунду. Сейчас будем стрелять. Я подам команду.
2 minutes? 2 minutes. These are among the largest rockets in Ukraine's arsenal. Their targets are some of the places from where they think Ukrainian towns are being attacked. Then we move before Russia's armed forces have the chance to respond. Both sides are trying to grind down the other. Ukraine's strategy is to absorb Russian resources in the cities of this region to distract them from other places.
It's a trap for Russians. We make defense of the Severodonetsk and Lysychansk region like a trap for Russians to collect them there and kill them there. It's the decision of our commanders.
And how successful has it been? Do you have any numbers? What are your estimates of how many Russian losses there have been?
They taken about 200 Russians in the day to kill it in action. A lot of wounded. So if we not do there, they could be taken Slagansk or Bakhmut, but they don't because we trapped them in Severodonetsk.
It's not just people being killed, but entire places too. Across the river from Severodonetsk is Lysychansk, another town which feels like it's being erased in front of the eyes of those who chose to stay. This is the latest destruction, but it won't be the last. Listen here for the sound of the whistle, then the bang.
That's us.
Oh
yeah.
We're leaving And quickly, that explosion was nearby. The reason there's no commotion is that there's almost no one here. Then, outside our car, another blast.
Incoming?
Yeah, it's behind us.
Yeah.
We spot a plume of smoke rising. It's another residential building which has just been hit a few hundred meters from where we were standing. And that's why life has moved underground. Day and night, this is home for 70 people. Some are just biding their time until the fighting is over. Valentina is here because she didn't want to be a burden on her family. She was just thinking about her children, she says.
I spent my whole life here. Why should I leave my own home? Grandmothers are praying. We are afraid because we are just human. We get scared.
We are back in the fields. Another rocket launcher is being sent in to strike against the Russian units launching attacks like the one we saw with our own eyes. But despite all the foreign help, this is the sort of hardware Ukrainians say they still need more of.
Really what we need is long-range artillery, long-range missile system like MLRS, something like this. So we're expecting for that. It's give us a hope to start to free our land from Russians.
The missiles disappear, then the soldiers too. But nothing is happening quickly in this war of attrition.